how much have your fighters been helped by the Western air power? And tell us, is there any coordination with the Western powers to stop your own troops being bombed by them, because you have the same tanks, you have the same uniform, they used to be part of the same military?
Yes, there is coordination between both sides, between us and the coalition, and actually I would like to take this opportunity to thank them greatly, because without them today there will be no Benghazi. The troops that was coming towards Benghazi yesterday, it was just the purpose of that. It's the type and the size of the group. It just was to wipe it completely from the map. So without them, we could have just kept it for 1 or 2 days maximum. But it's not. We couldn't do more than that. So this was the start. The revolutionaries started from the beginning, and our army to stop the proceeding of the troops towards the city for 1 day. But after that, after bombing the troops, they advanced towards Libya.
It was a terrifying day here on Saturday, with Gaddafi's troops getting just 2 kilometres from where we are now and where I was standing then. How did they get here so quickly with so little warning?
Well, what happened? Some tanks were inside, hiding inside the farms in Benghazi, on the outskirts of Benghazi.
Like a Trojan horse?
Yes. So that, and also there were grades as well. So they had their deadline to start to move, and that's why all of a sudden it was near one of the hotels where the journalists were staying, and I was there at that time with the journalists. And suddenly, the tanks were 2 kilometers away. So those tanks were from inside the city. Not from outside, but the troops from outside the city were moving very, very fast, because they were using the grades, and they were just shelling 30 kilometers in front of them. So nobody could see them with our modest weapons, and it was very, very critical time. And also his people inside start to move. And also what happened yesterday about one of our colleague, late Mr. Muhammad, who was shot by sniper.
So do you believe there are still sleeper cells in this city? It's a large city, the second largest city in Libya. Is it safe?
No, it isn't. It's safer than before. Yesterday, a lot of effort has been made to make it safer, but we know that he has sleeping cells inside. That's why there is a warning for them today that they have to surrender before tomorrow, noontime or afternoon, and then after that we have to fight them. They are killing us without we see them, and the snipers, we know that they want to shoot the people who are in the front line, or people who are in the National Council, or controlling the political issues.
So all of the council members and people like you are at risk?
Of course, and all the others as well. All of us are Libyans. This is just temporary posts for us. This is just temporary posts for us, just to move the things to get interim government.
Iman Bogaris, thank you very much for joining us on Al Jazeera, giving us the latest situation from the opposition perspective, Lauren.
James, thank you very much indeed.